surefire way to disintegrate and shred any hope of building a team's potential is wasting time on those who know how to build only one thing: conflict. Unresolved conflict is the leading cause of all team failure, all debilitating personal stress, and all regrets that result from it. Conflict builders are psychological invaders, guaranteed to lead any team to losing. Those who can't build anything positive compensate by building conflict. That's a quote from my next book. Conflict is a huge difference between winning and losing. During my research of my own personal 40-year coaching career, I've come to a conclusion that if you could resolve all conflict, eradicate conflict, not only would you have a utopia, but you would sail to winning seasons every single year, perfect seasons. The word perfect is a slang term. It's used in football for an undefeated season. Nothing is perfect. But if you can imagine eradicating all conflict, you'd have perfect seasons in any sport, in any business, in any career, in any life. You can't actually eradicate conflict. It's not possible. And the reason is because we're all human and we're all imperfect. So technically there is no such thing as a perfect season, but we'll call it perfect season because it's perfect in the sense of winning. Now, in case you're wondering about this obsession for winning, it's not an obsession about winning. Winning is an all-encompassing definition that includes the definition of success by however on earth you want to define it. The difference between winning and losing is how you deal and manage with conflict on your team. Conflict is not created equal. In my experience, there's many different levels of conflict, but we'll categorize them in two different types of conflict. Number one, there's evil conflict. Evil conflict that will tear apart your team. It'll corrode it. It'll eat away at it. It's poison. It will destroy anything whatsoever that you're trying to build. No hope of building anything. You'll lose, guaranteed, 100% promise. The other type of conflict is what I call normal conflict. Tension. It has to happen. Every human being has some sort of tension inside them. I'll give you an example. Rookies. Rookies come to the Niagara X-Men, for example, my current team. The Niagara X-Men play at a collegiate club level, but we're the only Canadian team that plays across the border in the United States. The United States not only has a reputation, it's a deserved reputation, they play football better than us. Our goal is to change that perception. That's what competition is about. But rookies initially will suffer the tension of playing, okay, now I'm playing in a bigger league. Not quite the big leagues. It's not the NFL, but it's a bigger league. Tension. How am I going to survive? Uncertainty. Risk and uncertainty generate inner conflict. If you don't manage that inner conflict, all of a sudden, it starts spreading. Now, we run a spread offense. It's actually not a spread offense, but I'll call it a spread offense because that's a slang term. Spread offense meaning we spread the wide receivers in different formations, and we spread them vertically and horizontally down the field in patterns. We throw the ball all over the place. For those of you who are not football fans, I'm just using an analogy. A spread offense is good. However, spreading offense is not. If you're spreading offense from the inner conflict that's not resolved, that's not good. You gotta manage your own conflict. And how you manage your conflict is through reps. Risk and uncertainty. Am I gonna make the team? Am I gonna survive playing at this higher level of competition? It's all resolved through reps, repetition. Get in the gym, lift some iron repeatedly, get on the field. Learn your position. Skill. Repetition at throwing, catching, blocking, tackling, whatever your job is.